Alright, Skyers. What's going on? Guess my volume's here. Slightly. Okay. Alright, we got about an hour or so when we're gonna do some coffee and chill and just talking. What I normally do by myself anyway. Except for I'm just gonna hit record and go on a little bit. So everything looks like it's going good. Alright. So talk about some mods that I at least in theory, hopefully everything's going to work. I don't think that there's going to be any issues. I've stacked these up already before, so everything should be okay. And we can see that we have an everything free. Some more by Winter TV. Mods dud Terra Firma. Pretty cool. And that's going to be some terrain manipulation. I've used this several times now, and it definitely does some work. It's a good job. It's a very good job. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I guess they are hard to do. Modders stay away from terrain manipulation. He's worked really hard on this for a year or so on this, and yeah, go check that out. I mean, it's kind of neat, and this is where you get into like changing the style of the game. There's one. I mean, I have a copy of it. I miss a. I would like to have it brought it to a current version. Valkyrie mod by ProMasters. I've written them a letter, and nothing has gotten back to me on that. That is good cup of Joe this morning. And then Bodhi 420's Spaceship Global. This is a pulse warp mod, so you haul ass. It's a little bit. It's a little bit too much almost of gas. I love the just the regular pulsing around, or just the regular engineering. That's pretty good. It's still a little bit hard to get used to, and you overshoot things, and sometimes it causes more trouble than what it's worth. But it's been pretty. And I want to have it on for this morning just so we can haul ass and check out what this Terra Firma is doing on terrain for the. We'll have that to look. So it looks like we're streaming. Everything's looking live. We're 3 minutes into it almost. So I'm gonna hit the game and get going now. We've talked about some of these mods and what I have on. So turn that off. I think I just go over here and I turn off my display capture, and I'll go and start the game. All right. So while that's loading up, how are you guys doing this morning? Nobody's in the room, but I'm doing all right. I'm a little sunburnt, and I'm kind of had some traumatic experiences in the last couple days. I had something called Hellich, and I've had it before. One time when I was younger, back before the internet, I thought I was just going crazy. Everybody around me was laughing because I was young and living with a bunch of punks. So that's what you do. You clown on each other, but they didn't really know that how much insane that I was going, because I just went through it again, and I had like I would say like 4 or 5 different waves of these itches that lasted around 45 minutes apiece. And I swear, like, insanity, and like, it's a lot of pain that was just everywhere, that I had to use like a towel and like put it on me and like try to itch everything at the same time, or roll on the bed like a dog. It was very degrading for me. I was like trying to hide from everybody. I had to go tell my son. I was like, man, I'm gonna be making noises, clenching, and having a very terrible time with it. And then it would go away, and then I would start feeling it crawl again. All right, so all the mods seem to be working together. This is some weird terrain here. Not that you wouldn't see that. Definitely an odd terrain. I don't know why I don't have any sound. Desktop audio is going, but I'm not sending it to you. I'm hoping you guys are hearing that. It says that it is over there, but I'm not hearing it. Let me come here really quick and see. All right, well, it says that it's there. Audio comes through on OBS, but nothing through my head. Oh, that's why. I fixed it. All right, everybody calm down. Calm down, man. I do a lot of Ableton stuff, so I don't let my other programs take priority over my audio. So Ableton does that, and I have a lot of same thing with my visual codecs, my audio, my video codecs. I gotta watch out. Oh, that's a cool ship. Oh no, that's because I got the winter mod on. I thought it was one of those. I've been looking for an Explorer, the Hopper style. All right, well the mod looks kind of cool. Because this didn't look like that when I landed there. So things are a little exaggerated, especially some of the terrain. But we're gonna go check some other areas out and see what happens. So yeah, back to my hell itch. So 45 minutes, like about 4 different ones, and screaming, crying. I mean, I'm almost to the point where I'm just, I've had enough. You just want to like give up. It's not quite enough pain to make you pass out. It's just enough to make you go insane. And there's nothing you can really do. You know, I have aloe plants that I have outside. I try to put some of that on, and I don't know if it made it worse or made it better. I mean, it should help it out. I mean, obviously, whatever's happening to your skin is just going to happen. You're just going to have to wait it out. And then I'm reading online that it's like, okay, so this could be days. I could be 48 hours of this. You know, and in my mind, I'm like, I don't know if I could do 48 hours. You know, so do I start drinking like crazy or take some, you know, knock me out, somebody. Call over one of my bigger friends. Tell them to hit me. Jump head first down the stairs. These are all thoughts that I had. Oof. Oh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. It's a little hard to get a hang of. Look at that. Look at that. Bounced up like 500 units in an instant. All right, so Dud's mod is it's very conservative, but it's stable. And that seemed to be the issue with Valkyrie's mod, is that it just wasn't stable. God, I love it when the grass is super thick like that. I'm in the bushes. Shh. I'm hunting wabbits. I'm gonna get you, wabbits. Oh, that wascally wabbit. Where's all you wascally wabbits? Dude, is it making things glossy? Looks kind of glossy to me. That doesn't look like it's normally like that. Be cool, maybe we could bounce in and out and do like a comparison after saving. Well, that's odd. Yeah, that looks cool. So then, are these resources up here then? It could be. Oh, look at that little piece, that chunk up there. Little chunk of copper. So it's definitely doing some pretty odd stuff to the terrain on this planet. I'd imagine it's going to have some extreme outcomes like this. I think this is cool too. I'm going to take some pictures for him because I don't know if show this guy some love, you know. That's a cool piece of That's a cool piece of mineral deposit right there. We'll jump in. Probably get the sun on the backside to get the shiny. Ooh, look at that. Well, I mean, you know, if things and the trees and everything, I mean, sometimes just things line up right. That's a really cool shot for him. Go ahead and bam that. Okay. Do some R&D for my man over there. As if he needs to know. See, now there's the other mod that came out. There's a guy that made a mod maker that looks kind of interesting. It's supposed to be some all-in-one thing. I don't know. I just don't have room for more hobbies. I can't take that up. I mean, that stuff takes a lot of time. And I already have several things that take up a lot of time. It seems very interesting. But it seems frustrating, too, because those guys got to keep on fixing their mods. And they're broken. So there's this labor of love. And you probably don't get a whole lot of respect and love back from the community, I guess. I mean, I try to endorse their mods and show them some love, especially like Red Moss. I mean, I've definitely have supported him and showed him love because that guy was super. And as far as I'm concerned, over the whole history of No Man's Sky, Red Moss was so consistent, and he had those mods fixed and updated instantly, almost for 2.5, 3 years. Who else did that? I don't know. Not anybody I know. But I'm not super into, you know, I like to go find one source that I like and I stick with it. I don't like to jump through 15 different mod sources, and I'm not part of some like underground mod community or anything like that. Even though I've been friends with a few and definitely beta tested some like Ships of More. I had the beta version of that before it came out. That's super cool. Piece of copper right there. All right, we'll take that. I'll take that shot right there. God, I hate that it does that that default. What is it called? The vignette. 50% all the time, dude. Get that garbage off my screen. How do I need to save that as my default. All right, so that's one of my complaints right there. So that, like, why can't we save a default for this that we like? You know, be it that you want. I don't really like the filters in there, but that'd be super cool. I'd also like a hotkey for my HUD, so I can take the HUD on and off quickly without going into my. Oh gosh, I meant to take a picture without going into my my settings and changing it. Somewhere I had the. Where's the rainbow at? I don't need it though. You don't need the rainbow. Fine. That's cool. My guy's all evil looking now too. That's has to deal with some recent events. I've turned evil. I'm Darth Skymaster. I try to be good, but the community wouldn't accept me. Try to educate them a little bit, but was just showed so much hate. So much hate that I had to take out a couple Padawans. No, just one particular one. That's it. He wears a scarf. And I'm not evil. I don't think I could be totally evil. Because I don't think I can stand hell. Because hell is probably going to be that sunburn itch that I just had. So I'm really kind of like changing my thought on everything. Maybe I should just change my guy back to being good. You know, I'll let those guys. Let's see, there's another little rainbow keeps creeping up. Like I'm just getting it lucky. All right. Alright, so this was pretty extreme on this planet. Let's see how I can land. Alright, well, landing's not that bad. Usually with a terrain mod, that could be one of your first issues. Oh, look at that shot. Let's, Good shot right there. This guy's heading out. Oh, I like those colors right there. Alright. Back to the filthy ore. We're gonna ride out. Riding out. Oh yeah, someone said something about me doing my my voices, and yeah, it's definitely not for picking on people. I don't do it to mock anyone. I do it because I do voiceovers, and I do a lot of them, like Sean Connery. So yes. And usually my accents are terrible, and I mix them all together, and they're horrible. So, I know there was a comment somewhere. I think on one of the videos that I actually just took down because they were distasteful of No Man's Sky drama. That somehow I got sucked into because I took it personally. I usually don't care, but if someone's trying to drag you through the mud, so to speak, sometimes you gotta stand up for yourself. Not to try to change the other's mind, because it's the right thing to do for yourself. And maybe educate somebody, you know? God dang, it's... Ugly storms this morning. Can I get a break? Fans are screaming. Alright, well. Intense heat burst. Wah, wah, wah. Well, we could tell the terrain was a little bit, I mean, the terrain was cool looking. I mean, I'll be at another planet in 2 seconds. What's this little guy over here? Jeez, but before I can even, like, get my scanner to actually properly lock onto it, I'll be over there. I've already discovered that one. That's the one I just came from, or no? I just could discover that one, too. Hey, I've discovered all of these, huh? Hey, there's one. Yeah, I'm not going to look for pretty things or find odd things. We're looking at Dud Sky Terraforma mod. And look at that terrain. Again, nothing that you couldn't possibly see, but now that, you know, now that you're seeing that they're all like this, you definitely can tell that the mod is working. Yeah, it's like the Badlands of South Dakota. That's what they look like. I've been there. And again, with some cool looking deposits. Not as if that was, not if that's that one particular one there was cool, but I'm sure we're probably going to see some things like that. I remember when these critters were like the most popular thing. Abundance. Not popular, but most abundant in the game. But this guy's big and ugly. How big are you, fella? .5. quite the flower. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like him. Big birds up there. A couple skimmers running down on the ground there. Yeah, with the whole gang's here. We're getting the band back together. Yeah, so I made it through my hell itch. It was excruciating, and well, I don't ever want to deal with that again. And I didn't want to go out there in the first place. We went and we were just supposed to go with some people from the bank, a group, and it was supposed to be a small little excursion, and there was a possibility of their other friends maybe coming, but probably not. They were busy. It sounded like it was mentioned to them, and they're not going to come. So we show up, and there's a whole bunch of people there. Their friends and their friends and their friends showed up, and they are pre-gamed, meaning that they have drinking a whole bunch of alcohol before. I don't know, are they drinking and driving on the way to this place? So it's okay. We're about to go out into the sun, and let's go ahead and slam it down. That's okay. I mean, that's fine. I mean, you know, you're young and everything. I mean, I'm not against it, you know, as long as you're don't endanger me. But usually that's not the case. So, yeah, we pull in. There's all these people there. First of all, it is like the Disneyland of tubing. Like, I've been tubing before, you know, in North Florida and Oregon and places. It's nothing that I'm not new to, and I know that you need to take it seriously, and there's going to be some rocks and some, especially if you're up in a more elevated area, you know, you're going to have some, you know, some rapidy areas. They're not very dangerous, but they can be, you know. Yeah, take Mother Nature seriously, especially with water. So let's get out of this system here real quick. So yeah, anyway, we got this huge group. Everybody wants to tie together. It seems like an okay idea, but and I'm thinking maybe that this might not be good, but we tie together anyway. I'm gonna deal with it. We're going down the river, and I am kind of keeping my eye on the road, so to speak, as best as I can, and I'm trying to steer this thing. And why? Oh, God, I have no fuel. While I'm doing this, my wife seems annoyed that I'm paddling. And I think she's annoyed that maybe other people are looking and thinking like I'm some idiot or something like that. But I'm like keeping my eye on where we're going. We got trees and branches on each side of the river, and nobody else is like looking at things. They're all trying to like reach over for a fucking bottle of you know, vodka to get more slam drunk as quick as they can while they're sitting out in the sun. So yeah, needless to say, you know, somebody wants to stop. They can't get into their cooler. There's this and that, and you can't just stop like a group of 16 people in raging waters, you know, like, oh, let's just stop. You know, and you can't tell drunk people that because they're gonna try to stop, you know. So that's interesting to say the least, and I'm not sticking my foot down with some rocks. And all right, we're back over to some bases over here, so we're gonna go and check this out. We're gonna check this out why the mod is on, so we can see it. Look how fast we're just scooting on this.
Hostile scan detected.
Well, what's he gonna do? I mean, is he gonna stick? He can't keep up with me. I mean, he can scan me and I mean, I can't even keep up with myself. What is going on here, dude? Oh my god, I'm spinning out of control. Did you see that? That was so cool. Holy shit. I just fucking spun like halfway across the solar system. I bounced off the planet and All right, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Jeez, man. Easy, killer. Easy, easy, easy. Am I gonna be able to land here? All right, let's check out the train. So yeah, drunk people in tubing, man. Yeah, we all tried to stop, and then like the wire thingies got all tangled up. There was this one chick who was just slamming the alcohol, little skinny little thing too. You know, like I mean, either she's like super badass and she's gonna handle it, because I've seen some little skinny girls out fucking out drink anybody, man, and she is not one of them, because she was fucking sloppy as shit. She fucking fell out of her tube, lost her phone and everything. I thought about like maybe swimming after it because I watched the damn thing float away, but you know what? It's not my fucking battle, dude. You know, you guys want to be fucking idiots and pregame and get your fucking drunk asses out there. You lose all your shit. That's fine, man. My shit's attached to their shit too. So like, all I'm worried about is my wife and me and everything else. I did lose my shirt at that point and a towel. Those are my two things to keep the shade on me. You know, because I was making like a little tent thing over my head. So that is the point of the game where I was fucked. You know, we are 3 hours to go to get to the end of this line, unless you get off somewhere, and I don't know, you could probably somehow manage it if it was an emergency. Zoom. I think I got that ship. Come here, you little zebra guy. What's going on? Aw, that's cute. That's cute. That's just special. That's a nice view. Nice view. Can't say I can see anything that's very crazy. Oh, well, that's kind of weird. I mean, not to say that that wouldn't happen within the game, but that's kind of odd over there. Like I said, I think there's probably some really extreme areas with Dud's Terraforma mod, but I think he's kept it subtle to keep the game stable so more people can enjoy it. Valkyrie went all the way to the extreme, and it would crash the game, and I think you needed a really strong PC to even run that thing. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's the Youper talk up there? They were Youpers, too, the people there. They're all like, oh, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Which is not that bad. They're not a bad sort of, I don't know. I'm mixed up about the people here in the Midwest. Investigating? What did I do? I killed that little popper plant? Where's he at? Oh, I hear him. He's over here. Oh, he's in the hole. What are you doing down there? Is there something cool down here? Oh, a green theme. They did a really good job with caves. I think you could probably do a little bit more in the caves too. I don't know. I say that, but I'm gonna take that back now. Don't do any more with the game. Add some building parts, leak them out 3 at a time like you've always done, and... Oh, that's actually a cool shot right there. Hold on. Hold up. Can I get the ships over? Oh. I gotta get that gray look. If you go over, it's hard to tell what the hell it is. Yeah, I can't find a good, Yeah. That's kind of cool. I'll take that shot. Got some good lines in it. I'm picky. So where was I? Yeah, drunk girl fell out, lost her phone. she's looking super upset and sloppy. She was already sloppy already. She was like flopping out of her tube and shit. That's probably why she lost all of her stuff. I don't even know what she was jumping in for. So I think she lost her drink, and then to jump in to get a, I don't know, $1 fucking Budweiser seltzer, she lost her iPhone and whatever else that she lost, you know. So there's a smart move. So we're stopped. She loses all her stuff. One guy's down there, and everybody's like, "You got to bring it up to us." I'm sitting there trying to hold it, and I get where the guy is at, but it's easier for people to float down with a couple 100 pounds of weight than it is for people to try to walk up with a couple 100 pounds of weight. Here's come some cool areas right here. So this is where Dud's mod is kicking in, because this is not normal. This is some Badlands stuff right here. I tell you what, if I'm going to get into modding, it's going to do some stuff like this. And I'm actually wanting to fix the Valkyrie mod. And I don't care if it's unstable. I won't share it. I'll just have some god-awful, unstable version of the game for myself. Yeah. So we get everybody tied back together. And, you know, as soon as everybody gets back their shit together, that's when somebody else has to, I don't know, I gotta pee. You know, one of the other sloppy girls that has pre-gamed and gotten herself so sloshed that it's looks terrible on them. You know, nothing like a sloshy Karen. So yeah. So there's more people getting off, and you know, it's a clusterfuck. People are getting their feet hurt and skint on the rocks underneath, trying to hold a bunch of weight, which is the dumbest thing. You don't just stop. I'm at this point, I'm ready to untether and get off of the whole thing. I know that I'm already in trouble with no shirt, and the sun is gonna kick my ass. And I'm thinking about just getting to the end of this trip and, you know, eating some food and going home, you know. But yeah, the adventure still goes on. And there's a few more stops along the way for some reason. I don't know why. They just couldn't learn their lesson on it. And then we kind of like loosely got... we were not so tightly stuck together by the little straps anymore. So we're kind of like flopping around like in this big spaghetti string now. And there's rocks and rapids are starting to kick in, which makes things really dangerous. So a few of the people hit the rocks and got sucked under and sucked out of their tubes. And, you know, luckily nobody got hurt because, you know, with all those strings and stuff like that, all it takes is your leg to get locked up and... you know, you're pinned under for a minute or two before the whole group of other drunk people can get to you, and you might die. You know, it's as simple as that. So, yeah, that's fun. I did have to rescue a few people, and I did it all without getting out of my tube, too. I just kind of, like, went over and saved somebody that was tied up. And they weren't in any immediate danger. It just kind of held them up a little bit while they got their... feet untangled and out from underneath the rock. That looks super cool right over here. Alcatraz. That's what I think of, especially with the colors. It's kind of drab. I don't like it. Very unsaturated palette right here. How long we got? 34 minutes? Don't see anybody's in there. No. Just talking to myself again. It's par for the course. another day, usual usual day for me. Telling stories and laughing at my own jokes. But I'm happy. I'm happy with my lameness. Where are we at on graphics wise? I think I just have it down to, let's see here. Oh, everything's at ultra. All the way except for shadow qualities, huh? Why stop there? Can I apply that without resetting? I can. I'm still pretty solid. I mean, I'm 56. I'm not keeping that 60 for my G-Sync up there, but I've got a lot of other things running. Alright, let's do one more planet and then get out of here. No Man's Sky and chill. Back to the filthy war. So the last straw on the trip is we come around this bend and there's like I didn't know it, but it's like we're towards the end and there's a big powwow of people. And, you know, I'm not opposed to that. And some of them look kind of cool over there. They're having a good time. There's some people, like, throwing snacks and shit out to everybody. And, you know, everybody's wooing. But there's this one particular guy. He looks like he could barely be 21. And if he is a 21-year-old, he's a puppy. And a stupid one at that, too. I can just tell by looking at the guy. He's got this bag of wine, I think. It's a bag of wine. He's smacking it like it's an ass. Way up in the air, and he's got this whistle, and he's blowing the whistle, and he's screaming really loud. Well, he's having a good time, but that's the kind of motherfucker I want to stay away from. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have your great time, man. I'm cool, man. Somebody like record this guy, and I want to watch it on YouTube. I'm all cool with that. But this cat slapping the bag of fucking wine and drinking it and screaming, and the people in our group go, you know what? I think it's a good idea to go hang out with this dude. Out of all the people there, let's go hang out with this little puppy slapping a bag of wine. And he's already, I mean, you can look at this guy's, he's missing a few. He's missing a few marbles, man. The guy is out of his mind. He's staggering over and he's sloppy, staggering on the rocks. And at this point, I'm like, okay, we're detaching and we're leaving. You know, that's where I'm at. I'm departing off of the ship. I'm getting in my little rescue, my shit. I'm detaching. I'm leaving. So I get my stuff and I just feel like a Band-Aid. I don't care. You know, I will be that asshole. I didn't want my wife to have to deal with anything. And then a couple other people in the group were just jumped right on board too. So I was a trendsetter. I kind of let the people know very nicely, like, I'm departing from you guys. You guys have fun here. This ain't me. This ain't me. I'm leaving. You know. Oh, there's always one in the group, I believe they said, as I was not really fucking worried about what they said because they're dumb. And I hear like they're super burnt. They're way more burnt than I am. I mean, I'm only this burnt because I stay away from the sun and I've been in the Midwest for so long. Damn, look at that bounce again. Jeez. It wasn't the halfway across the solar system bounce like the last one. But can we land? Oof, there we go. So, long story short, I made it. I'm still alive. I had something called Hell Itch, and that really tore through me. I had it for, I don't know, 6 hours. It came in 4 different waves of about 45 minutes, and then it would stop for a little bit, and then it would come back. And it's the worst thing I've ever been through. And if I had a hell, it would be that without the ability to actually like itch it or anything. You'd be strapped down and you would just have to feel all those pins and needles and your skin ripping off of you. I told my wife it had to be worse than childbirth. She laughed at me. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. All right, so that was, oh, look at that. That's a beautiful sight to see. Look at that. Now let's do one more, because it only takes a second anyway, and it's only been 40 minutes here. What the hell is that up there? Oh, is that the same, oh, that's that bomber. Oh, they started flying up. I gotcha. I was like, what the hell is that? Is this something new I haven't seen? And out of all the modded ships, I'm driving the Golden Vector, huh? Kind of like a slap in the face. Like, what are you doing? You got all these cool ships. Why are you flying the Golden Vector?
'Cause it's golden and I like it. You're not the boss of me.
All right, let's fly over here real quick. Check out this pulse warp mod. Biome! All right, so it's one of those, what is it? One of those special fungal planets? I know, my terminology is unique to me. I call a shit whatever I want to call it. I don't think, well, yeah, it kind of is, I guess. The specialty fungal planets. Ooh, let's go take a look at that guy. Ooh, I like big butts and I cannot lie. Oh, look at that big old booty. Bum 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 bum. Big horns too. Where did this other fella go too? Let's check him out. Big crazy looking Strider. Nothing super unique about it. I don't think anyway. Yeah, it's pretty standard. That's a standard Strider. I'm actually going through some of the files and mixing and matching some of their descriptors and getting away with some things and not getting away with others. It's something that I have barely played with. I have too many hobbies, so it's on the list of things to do. I mean, they're not bad. 5, I'm gonna guess 5. 6, okay. I don't know. Sometimes I think their measurements is wonky at best. Just about like everything else. Wonky at best, man. And I see a lot of people talking about, you know, the crossplay and the discoveries, and they're bringing it up like like there's just now started being a problem. There might be just starting being a problem against with your own platform servers or something like that. But discoveries have always been horrible, and they haven't honored. They have not honored what they say discoveries were supposed to be at all ever since discoveries have been out. I don't even worry about discoveries anymore. And multiplayer has been broken at best since the beginning too as well. They need to stop adding a bunch of crap. Actually, they could probably tone some of this back a little bit and make the game solid and run better. And we can wait for PS6 to come out and catch up with all the hardware, and then we can run No Man's Sky 2 with like a Valkyrie Extreme mod on, and then with like, you know, Winter TP's ships and all the parts from Kibbles and stuff like that. That'll be No Man's Sky 2. Alright, well, anyway, we're gonna sign off. I'm almost done. Am I done with my coffee? I am almost done with the coffee here. Well, we'll sign off here. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's so cute. That's cute. We'll sign off here. I'll show you the mods real quick that I was using. And the stack worked very well. So it's Winder TPs, Ships of More, and then everything free. God Mode by Retrib, Dud's Terraforma, Dud's Sky. You can look that one up. And Bodhi's 420 spaceship, it's the Pulse Warp mob. And a little bit too much, if you ask me. Almost renders it sort of, I don't know, I guess you can get used to it, but geez, man. I mean, you're going to still overshoot everything by a whole lot on that one. So, and obviously my screen is not on, and you guys are just looking at a black screen here. So, this is where I'm talking about here, so everybody can be caught up on that one. Sorry about that. Well, thanks for just hanging out with me this morning and letting me talk. This is what I normally do. Have some coffee, do a little bit of No Man's Sky, and then I'm off to do a little class, and then I am going to be doing some editing later, and I might do a video on the editing, on like how I use some of the stock footage, how I get the stock footage, and my plan on making a news segment. I'm actually going to do a very in-depth news segment using some stock footage. I'm going to try to recreate another comedic news scene. So I'm actually going to be stealing the whole thing and actually just applying some footage from the game on there and doing my own voice manipulations with the files. And I think it's going to look, I think it's going to be pretty cool and neat. So we're going to go through that, and I might do that live on piecing this together, sort of. We're going to be going into Ableton and doing the voicing and using some Isotope vocal synth and things like that too, for anybody that's kind of interested in music and voiceover and things like that. So a lot of people in games are interested in that, because voiceovers and scoring and doing things like that are kind of some of the neat aspects behind the scenes of all these things. So that might be cool for some. And we're definitely going to be merging my two hobbies into this channel. So we're going to be putting in some of the music under a new name of Sky Masters. And we're going to be merging the two channels together into just one here now. So yeah, I look forward to going through the transition. So we're going to be cleaning up the site. This one here, I've kind of neglected this channel for a while, but just recently, I don't know why, I just want to kind of roll with it and see where it goes, because I like both these hobbies and it's kind of fun, and it's a really cool way for me to intermingle them both in a way that is sort of still makes sense for a channel, and it's not going to be so mixed up, because the way it joins it together, it does complement each other in a cool way. So all right, like everybody, like and subscribe, please. Show some love if you want to, and if not, have a good day, enjoy your coffee, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.